With Merch Wizard and Airtable, you can easily find, view, analyze, and edit listings that have customer reviews. Now, this is something that's really not very difficult to do at all. I'm going to show you how you might create a custom view to only show you listings with product reviews organized in a way that'll help you act on that data. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create a new view. I'm going to do it as a grid just for simplicity's sake. So, add a view. I'm going to click grid. And I'm going to go ahead and name this view products with reviews. Again, just for simplicity. You may end up having so many different views that you might even want to get more specific with your titles. And you can always search them, but we're going to just go ahead and call that products with reviews. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to create a filter. And we're going to filter to only find products that have reviews. So I'm going to click Add Filter. And it's saying where, so it's asking me which field I want it to look in for this data. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just start searching, because it does have this predictive text, for review-related fields. I'm going to choose number of reviews. And I know that I'm looking only for product listings that actually have a number in that field, because obviously if a product does not have a review, then that's going to be a null field. So I'm going to choose number of reviews for my field, and I'm going to choose is not empty. So now I know the filter has run, it's highlighted in green so I can see that it's active, and I know that I'm only looking at product listings that do have reviews. But you know, you may have thousands and thousands of product listings, so this may be a much larger list than our starter template has. So now you're going to want to break that data down so that you can actually, know what you're looking at and act on it. So the first thing I would do, and you may set up 15 different views for all different ways that you want to look at this information. But the first thing I would do is I would go ahead now and I would group it, and I would choose as a field to group it by. Again, I would look, well, what are my review options? Well, average review rating. That seems like a pretty good place to start. So let's click on that. And now, as you can see, it's grouping it by the average review. So you're going to see all of your products that have an average review of 2.4, 3.0, 4.0 grouped together. And I'm going to go ahead and make it so that we can see the highest ones at the top to the lowest ones at the bottom. Because now what we can do is we can also go ahead and group it by price. So I'm going to do that too. And I'm also going to sort that from Z to A. So I'm seeing the highest priced at the top. So now I have this really cool view of just my products that have reviews broken down by what their star rating is and what they're priced at. So now I can very easily say, well, here are my 5-star shirts. Okay, well, these are at $19.99, and they should be bumped up at this point to, $21.99. Let's try that price point, or $25. Let's try that price point, because they're selling well and they have high customer reviews at this level. So now I can act on this data. Maybe my $16.99 shirts here, I didn't even realize we're sitting at $16.99. Maybe I've listed them a long time ago, forgot that they've even sold, never knew that they had a customer review. Well, certainly I'm leaving money on the table then by not raising the prices on these listings. So that's really, that's just one place that you can start, and you can, take action. Maybe you'll scroll down and you'll see, okay, well, I have all these other shirts that are listed I have a sweatshirt listed at $34.99 with a 2.4 review rating. Well, maybe I want to go over and I'll want to go ahead and click the link to the product page so that I can actually read the review, see what the story is, and determine, do I want to relist this product at this point, or do I want to adjust the price to compensate for the review? Obviously everybody has different ways that they may handle this, and that they may want to act upon this information. That's certainly personal to you and your merch business. But by having the data to act on it, you're able to really go a long way. So let's say you're a more visual person, you're happy with the filter that you've created, but you want to look at this more in a gallery view, and that's easy to accomplish. And then you can just kind of go ahead and look at your design along with the review. And if you're a more visual person, that may be something that's much more comfortable for you. So you could just go ahead and click gallery to add a new view. That's a gallery view. And then you can call this gallery products with reviews or whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually go back and apply the filters that we used back on the initial grid that we set up. And I'm going to go ahead and apply them to this view as well by choosing this option here. These three dots, this is your view menu. And I'm going to choose copy another view's configuration. I'm going to select products with reviews because that's the view that we had just created. I'm just going to go ahead and turn on all the options and then click copy configuration. So now we've got all the same products that we're showing in the grid, only we're looking at them here in a much more visual way, but this is obviously a lot of information to be looking at all at once. So I'm just going to clean this up a little bit by clicking customize cards. I'm going to hide all of this information, and I'm only going to view information that is related to reviews. So I'll just pull up those fields, turn them on, and now I have this very visual representation of each of my products and their associated review information. Now, one thing you can do, what I like to do, this is just my personal preference, is you can now look through this list and figure out, what it is that you want to go ahead and edit based on this new information. And you can use the tags field to kind of just mark them off so that you can easily pull them up in the browser app and get them edited. So for instance, I'm scrolling through and I'm determining, okay, well, this one I'm going to want to edit. These $19.99 shirts I'm going to want to raise then to $21.99. So I have an option here that I've just easily added in called edit. So I'll go ahead and just tag anything that I want to edit with that edit tag, and looking again, I'm going to, of course, want to change these as well. And, so I'm basically going to just go ahead and tag anything I want to tag, because then I can very easily hit the Merch Wizard icon and I can use the advanced search feature to search for that edit tag and just bring up those listings. And then I can just click edit all, this edit all button, and that's going to go ahead and open each of the edit pages for those products in new tabs so that I can easily adjust their prices or make whatever other changes that I wanted to make. Now, you can also use the powerful advanced search feature in the Merch Wizard browser app to search for products that have no reviews, have greater than or equal to 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. You can combine this information with any of the other search variables, from keywords to brands, titles, bullet points, descriptions, price, niche, fit type, and all of these other options as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and clear out my filters to go ahead and just bring a list of all of the sample products. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose under review status products that have 3 stars or higher, and I'm just going to go ahead and search. And so now I'm presented with a list of products that all have 3 stars or higher. So I can go ahead and I can click edit all. If, let's say, I wanted to bump up all of my shirts with 3-star or higher reviews and I want to bump them up by $2 a piece, I could click edit all. All of these will go ahead and open up in new browser tabs to their edit page. I can make those adjustments and I can easily publish them. I can click select to view more information about each individual product at this point. I might choose then instead to search for products only with 2 stars or less. Maybe at that point I'm looking for products that I want to relist for some reason. Maybe if I only have a 1-star or a 2-star on these products, maybe it would benefit me to relist them. So you can work with this data in whatever way works for your business, but you have it available to you both in the browser app as well as in Airtable. So this is kind of like a cool little power user feature, but one thing about Airtable that's pretty cool is that there's a Slack integration. Now, if you're not familiar with Slack, it's really a web-based tool for communicating between teams, working with teams. So it's great for that, but we're going to kind of like side hack it right now so that we can use it to get notifications when we get new reviews. So like when you've resynced your base, so maybe you're syncing your base to get new review and BSR information daily, weekly, monthly, whatever the case may be, we can set it up so that you're notified about new reviews that have hit your base using Slack notifications. So the first thing is, if you look at your base title, there's a little drop down here, and you'll see that one of the options in this drop down is Slack notifications. Now, you're going to want to go ahead and just set up a Slack account before this. It's just going to make your life easier. So you can just go ahead to slack.com, create a free account, get yourself all set up. I'm already logged into my account, so it's easily bringing this up. It's not prompting me then to log in because it's already, it already knows that I exist. So you're going to want to go ahead and create your Slack account, get yourself logged in. You can get used to the interface, that's fine, but we're going to keep it super simple. The way that Slack works, imagine like a hashtag that's sorting conversations. So all we're going to want to do is create a channel for new reviews. So I click the plus sign. I'm just going to keep it private, even though I'm the only person that's in the organization, so no one else is going to see it anyway. But you might use Slack to work with your designers or your VAs. You can just keep this private if you want this to be private information, or you can choose to make it public and share it. We'll just call it new reviews to let us know about new product reviews. And we'll just go ahead and click create channel. So now when I come back over to Airtable, and this is what came up, again, when I clicked on the title, and I clicked Slack notifications, it brought me here to this window. So this is the base that I want to use, and I want to add to Slack, so I'm going to go ahead and click it. It's going to bring me over here, and it's basically prompting me now. It's what channel do I want it to post to? So I'm going to go ahead and choose my new reviews channel, and I'm going to click authorize. So what type of activity would you like to receive updates for? You've got all activity in the base, updates to watched records, or updates to records visible in a view. So that's what we're going to choose. And we're going to choose the view that we just created for products with reviews. Enabled, we're going to hit a test message just to make sure everything is set up nice. That'll come through in a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and click done. Post updates to records visible in a view from the Merch Wizard version 2.2 starter template. That's the name of my base, to new reviews channel as soon as they're made. So when you sync your records, when you go back to Merch by Amazon and you resync your product listings to get updated information, and new records are then automatically filtered into your view that's only holding on to product listings that have reviews, then that's going to automatically trigger a Slack notification to you. Now, what's cool is you can download the Slack app on your computer, you can download the Slack app on your mobile, and all of those have notifications, so you can actually be notified. And as you can see, here's just a confirmation that came through from the test message to show that this is working. And that's it.